believe I am live. Hopefully, I am just going to double check on my page just to make sure. And then we'll get started. Let's see here. Don't see me yet. Maybe it's not quite live yet. Just trying. Let's see here. Oh, that's why. There we go. I am just going to be, here we go, almost there. Here we go. I just waiting for it to load and we'll get started. Hopefully today I can see your comments and I will address them as they come up. Let's see if I can try something here. Sorry, just be patient with me for a minute and I am going to trying to organize things. It's always a little difficult sometimes to get all of this stuff organized. I hope everybody is enjoying the beautiful sun today. We're finally getting some, well, it's kind of well on the cool side, but at least it's not raining. My goodness, we had so much rain yesterday. It was amazing. Felt like we were gonna get flooded away. Almost ready here. Let's see. Okay, so today we are discussing ways to stay motivated. Let's see, ways to stay motivated. For your healthy, oh, I'm gone. Style when you want to give up. Okay, I don't know. They've taken me off now. Let's see here if I can go live again. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'm confused. Doesn't take much to confuse me though. Share. Trying to share. Here we go. Here we go. Try again. I'll give up on that one. I'll do this first. All right, maybe we can go live here. Maybe. Let's see here. It's not letting me go live. I have to stop, I think, and start again. Am I live? There I am. There I am. Okay, great. I'm here. This is wonderful. Okay, so today we're discussing how to keep motivated for your healthy lifestyle when you really want to give up. This is June now, so we are looking at January, February, March, April, May, June. We're looking at half a year has gone by already, 6 months. Did you make any New Year's resolutions? And how are they going? Are they still going strong? Are you still motivated? Are you pumped? Have you lost a little bit of weight? Have you really made some big changes in your life in the last 6 months? 6 months can be a big chunk of your time, if you really stay motivated, if you really stay focused in on what that initial resolution may have been in the beginning, I'm really hoping that you're there. Although, and I think I can safely say with some degree of accuracy, that most of us probably are not. Maybe even about 80% of us have not been able to keep that resolution up. And unfortunately, that's just what happens. It is sometimes, for the most time, it's not your fault. It happens. I mean, we get distracted. We get, life happens, food happens. All these different things really play a big part on what's going on. And it's really, really hard for us a lot of times to stay focused, especially if we're doing it on our own. So I wanted to give some opportunity, some feedback, some tips today to really bring some ideas about how to stay focused. I really don't want you to give up. I really don't want you to go, oh man, and just to hell with it. I want you to, stay focused. I want you to stay on course. I want you to say, okay, well, today I had a bad day. But tonight I'm going to, get back to eating healthy, or tomorrow morning, first thing, if it's later in the day and you've just devoured a bag of chips, or you've gone a few days without a workout or whatever, tomorrow, first thing. You don't have to wait for Monday. You don't have to wait for January. These are just dates on the calendar. They're kind of pivotal points throughout the year or the month or the week or whatever. But at the same time, you don't have to use them. You make up your mind. You just move forward with whatever it is that you can do at that time. So I'm going to give you some tips here today with regards to this, kind of motivation and, stuff that'll help keep you going anyway. So my first tip is remembering your why. We all have a why. We all have a reason behind why we want to be a certain way. We all have that incentive to keep motivation, to keep moving forward towards a healthier lifestyle, towards a healthier body, towards a healthier mindset, towards healthier emotions. We all have that reason. It could be something as simple as just because that's where I want to be. It could be as deep and as motivating as your doctor warning you about your health. That's a very, very hard one. And sometimes if the doctor has come to you and said, hey, look, you got to change your ways, or, stuff's going to happen that you're not going to like. And then at that point, it's going to be, well, now that this stuff has happened, we got to reverse it. We got to work towards getting you back to where you were before. And that, my friends, is a lot harder than preventing the issue to start with. So it could be something like you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired. How many colds did you have last winter? Think about that for a moment. How many times did you just feel so lousy that you couldn't get out of bed? How many times did you have to not go to work because you were sick? These are all motivating factors. Just wanting to have more energy to play with the kids or the grandkids, to walk down the street and talk to a person without losing your breath. These are all reasons why, and motivating factors towards why you want to lose weight. And you have to keep that in the forefront of your mind. You have to keep that idea, that why, right then and there. Like, you have to have it sitting right here all the time. You have to have it. That's why I have those private Facebook groups. This is why I have, this is why I'm always, trying to bring you as much information and motivation and stories and all kinds of love with regards to this one big topic is because I want it to be in your face all the time. I want you to understand. I want you to learn. I want you to feel. I want you to feel that you have, this desire, this deep desire to be more healthy. So another way that you can stay motivated is to diffuse negativity and, really bring a lot of forgiveness into your life as well. This can be a little bit hard for some people because they're not understanding a lot of the process, perhaps, and just right away, without even thinking, like there isn't not even any thought process with it. It just, boom, goes straight to, oh man, I messed up again. What a failure. Oh, I'm so lousy at this. There's no way I can do this. I might as well just give up. I'm no good. All these negative thought processes that go in our head, and they do nothing but bring us down emotionally, bring us down, bring our self-esteem down, bring our motivation down. They actually depress our immune system as well. Negative thoughts are very, very powerful, and unfortunately, we tend to live in that negative thought world more than we should. I say it all the time. Stuff happens. Life happens. Even within my BIT program that I offer people, it is, it's a long program. We work sometimes 3 to 6 months, depending upon how much work a person needs. And the thing is, we have to understand that within that 3 to 6 month period, that 3 to 6 months to 9 months to the 1 year period, life happens and food happens. This program that I offer people is not a program that regiments you into strictly eating this way a certain day, at this time, and you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this. It's a program that gives you the opportunity to weave new ways of living into your already established lifestyle, and to weave perhaps new ways of looking at things, new ways of presenting new things within that lifestyle. So one of the big things, again, is diffusing negativity. So because life happens, if you find that yourself being very strict and regimented within a program, and then a family barbecue comes up, or you've had a horrible day at work, or you get sick, all this stuff, or your child gets sick, or your grandparents or your family gets sick, or whatever happens, it throws off that course. So you end up, diving into your old ways of eating or your old lifestyle or whatever. And then you feel this negativity, like, oh my goodness, I can't talk to Wendy. She's going to be mad at me. I can't look at myself in the mirror. I ate a whole bag of cookies last night and watched Netflix when I should have been outside walking, just like what she told me. I am just a guide when I offer these suggestions to people, and there's no way in hell that I really want you to feel bad about yourself. Never, 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 ever do I want you to feel bad about yourself or feel that I'm going to be like a taskmaster. What I am going to do is hold up a mirror in front of you and say, okay, so what was going on? Why did you dive into a big box of chocolates after a horrible day at work? Not for negativity's sake or whatever, but just to bring some clarity around the situation. And then I always, always, always want you to be able to forgive yourself. Look at a positive spin on things, perhaps. You only had half a box of chocolates as opposed to a full box of chocolates. And that's great. And you saw it halfway through and you put them aside and said, no, this is not probably a good thing for me at this time. And then got into, doing something else, and then got right back on track again right afterwards. Life happens. And dwelling in the negative part of it really can, have very detrimental ramifications for your body. So I really don't like that. I push myself to not sit there either in that world, because I have a tendency to go there as well too. And it's a matter of consciously trying to get yourself out of that rut and trying to diffuse any kind of negativity that's in here, any kind of negativity that's out here, and just get on with your life as best as you can, with that main goal in focus, that incentive, your why. So another way to really, perhaps maybe even trick yourself a little bit, if you happen to be more of a type of person that likes a challenge. So, some of my clients are a bit competitive, and they are this all or nothing kind of person. Again, this is good for some things, not so good for other things. But seeing perhaps and challenging yourself, having that vision and saying, okay, so you want to, eat a proper way, challenge yourself. Like, what new food or what new vegetable or what new recipe can I try this week that I've never tried before? Challenge yourself to incorporating new things into your life. And just see what it works. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's always a matter of trying new things. That could be a challenge. You know how sometimes if we offer new foods to children that are at the table, and we make it a little bit of a challenge to see if they can eat all that broccoli on the plate before, their sibling or whatever, or their cousin. Sometimes that happens, and then all the kids are devouring a bunch of broccoli, which you never thought would ever be possible. And then obviously there's some sort of little reward of accomplishment of, like, I'm number one kind of thing. And you can do that with yourself. You can trick yourself into that kind of situation as well. Or you can have a challenge with a group of friends, perhaps. Not seeing who can lose the weight the fastest. I don't recommend that. But something along the lines of, who can incorporate the newest recipes into their diet, or who can, drink less Diet Coke for that week or whatever. Just seeing who can come on top, or seeing yourself if you're challenging yourself, and then really congratulating yourself at the end and doing a little bit of something nice. Like, I'm always pushing self-care, so you can really reward yourself in that respect, with regards to perhaps not a food reward, not a drink reward, but something like a little going to Chapters and buying a book, or buying some more flowers for yourself, clothes shopping perhaps. I know it's always coming down to money and shopping, perhaps doing a nice facial, or getting your nails done, or something that really is something very special over and above what you would normally do, and reward yourself with that. Get a massage. Goodness, that's one of the most wonderful things ever. So I've got another little tip here. Make a timeline. So you're doing some preparing, you're using your small goals, your vision, and working towards that. If you sit there at the beginning of your resolution or your vision or your goal in the beginning, and go, okay, I need to lose 50 pounds. That's it. And that's the only thing that you focus in on all the time. That is very, very, very lofty goal, and it's not going to happen overnight. But the thing is, if you break it down into increments, very, very small increments, very doable increments that you can work on a weekly or bi-weekly basis, and making sure that goal is very attainable. So making sure that when you set a goal, that 100% that you're able to do it within the timeline that you give yourself. When it comes to the end of that timeline and you've accomplished that goal, you feel amazing. You feel like you've just won the lottery. You're on the top of the world. Your confidence boosts. It's just an incredible feeling. So when you sit down and you go, okay, well, hell, that was nothing. I can do that with my eyes closed, with my hands tied behind my back and turn backwards. No big deal. Set another goal. What is the next step? Do that one and feel confident in the fact that you can do it 100%, And when you reach that goal, it's like, wow, look at that. Look at all that you've amazingly done, what you've achieved, what you're, it, and just be so proud. And it's those little wee goals that you make on a weekly or bi-weekly basis that you achieve that will raise your confidence to understand and see the big vision that you have projected of losing 50 pounds, because you can do this little one, you can do this little one, and you're working these little wee steps towards that big vision. I mean, you stand at a bottom step of a long, beautiful staircase up towards I don't know, a nice, beautiful garden at the top of a garden. I'm trying to think, but if you have a long step, it's not that you can jump from that little first step all the way to the top and get to the reward of, presenting to a beautiful garden. You have to take each step one by one, by one, by one, before you get to the reward of having that seen and being in that beautiful garden at the top of the steps. You like I said, a flight of stairs, you just can't go from the bottom one right to the top. You have to do that one step at a time. So that's what I mean by, being prepared, seeing the small goals, seeing the big vision, but bringing it down to every level. And you can feel proud of yourself for accomplishing each step on the way to the bigger goal. And so I've got one last tip here, and that is to get support, get community, get accountability, get knowledge. Give yourself the opportunity to fill your tool belt full of tools. And that is part of, again, what I do, what I offer to people. All these tools that will help you get up those stairs one step at a time. Somebody that will hold you accountable and not allow you to go back down to the bottom, because that's a hell of a big, staircase sometimes to climb, and sometimes it's very hard to climb it on your own. You need a railing on the side. You may need somebody to stand by your and hold your arm, and 1 foot at a time going up those stairs to reach your goals. You have to know how to lift one leg at a time to get up the stairs and move towards the top. And you need a group of people around you to support you with that. So that's where my job is, when I offer them my support and accountability towards you. Because again, I hold up that mirror to you. I don't chastise you. I don't judge you by any means. But I just hold up that mirror and I say, okay, so what's your vision and why aren't you working towards it? Keep going, and that's where I really give you a lot of information as well with regards to the proper way to get there. If you keep shuffling your feet to the side on your step towards the top, it's not going to get you to the top. So, I give you that information of, if you bend your knee and you put your foot on the next step up, that will get you motivated and moving towards the top, one step at a time, as opposed to even, stepping your foot back down onto the step behind you. You need the tools and you need the knowledge to understand that you need a fine balance of carbs, macros, and fats. Carbs, fats, and proteins, they're the macronutrients, to be able to have a balanced diet to get to the goals that you want to have. And that's just the basic knowledge that I offer you, as well as a lot more. Obviously, it gets a little bit more in depth than that, but you need that accountability. You need somebody to coach you through the wilderness, because up until this point, it hasn't worked. Up until this point, you may have tried 1,000 different diets, which there are out there, but you're still back at this point again. That yo-yo dieting, that on again, off again, that losing the weight, which is great, and then reverting back and then gaining all that weight plus some on top of it. It is a never-ending story, and it's a story that a lot of us really, unfortunately, suffer from. And when I say suffer, I truly mean suffer. It is not something that's happening to you. It is something that is deep within us, and we are suffering. And many of my clients suffer, and it is very, very painful and very, very hurtful, and something that makes us feel like crap most of the time. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to coach you to the other side, to understanding that it is a journey. It is a lifestyle change. Yes, life happens and food happens, and sometimes we fall off, but we get right back on and we keep it moving forward. And that's where community comes in. Community is a big, big part, and that's why I have my Transform Your Health with Wendy community group. That's why I have, for my clients, I have a very special group called Bit for Life, and we are there all together to rally each other on, to keep moving forward, to, gain insight from each other, what works, what doesn't work, rally and cheer and keep moving forward to our big goal. Many of us have kind of the same goal. Many of us don't, but at the same time, we all have a goal. We all have a vision of where we would like to be, and this is where we move each other forward towards getting to that goal. Teddy Roosevelt actually famously said, "Nothing worth having comes easy." So it is hard work. There's no two ways around that. But with community and love and focus, we can all work towards that together. And help each other out. And that's, again, one of the reasons why I have the community groups for each other. Quitting is very easy. Quitting is the very easy way out of doing things. And I'm not here to let you do that. I'm not here to let you quit. I'm not here to let you dive back into that self-pity, that self-loathing, that negative talk. I'm not here to let you, pull away. I'm here to bring you to where you want to go. I'm here to guide you and help you stay focused. It's hard. I'm not going to mince words around it. It's hard. And I'm not here to be your friend so much, but I'm here to be a loving guide for you. And, with a lot of these motivating factors behind you and reasonings behind it, hopefully you can get to where you need to be. Does any of this resonate with any of you at this point? I feel like sometimes I talk and I talk and I talk and talk, and if it resonates with you, please leave a comment and let me know, because I really want to have some feedback with regards to this. I want this to be like an open forum for you as well, to be understanding and know that, you can talk to me about this kind of stuff. So I really would like to have some feedback with regards to that. You can let me know what your why is. You can let me know, what is your motivating factor? That's one of the first things I ask a lot of my clients is why? Why are you here? What is it that you need? What is hurting you? Why do you need to get rid of that hurt? What is making you suffer? What is making you feel like crap? I need to know that so I can help you not feel that way. I'd love to hear what your motivating factors are. And if they're really on more of a personal level, please DM me. That's not, that's always an option for you as well. So with the next, I actually have a webinar coming up for anybody that is interested. It's called actually The Shocking Truth About Weight Loss That Every Woman Should Know. And it is filled with some really good information with regards to understanding the process of weight loss and some really truths behind it as well. So I was previously scheduled to have one of the webinars this Wednesday, but I've recently had a death in my family, so I won't be offering it again until June the 18th. And that's, I believe that's a Sunday, so it's going to be at 7 p.m. So I'm going to leave a link in the comments for you to register for that webinar if you'd like to join. And please, let me know what if these videos are helping you. Let me know if they're, if you find that they're just like full of crap or you don't care. You can, just leave me any kind of messages that you want. I'm doing this for you. If you're not getting anything out of it, then, maybe we can do something else. It's all up to you. So much love. I will see you again next Tuesday. I can't remember what the topic is at this point, but I will see you next Tuesday at the same time. Okay? Take care. Much love.